do a science experiment.
Oh, that's cool.
I know it's cool. Has anyone ever done a science experiment? Just raise your hand. Don't talk. Okay. Do we know, did you guys learn about the human body? Yeah, you did. So you know how there's different parts to your body? Yes.
No.
Did you know that you have 5 different senses? Do you ever hear that? Thank you, Elmer. Raise your hand with no talking if you've ever heard of the 5 senses. Claire, can you tell me one of them? Tasting. Very good. Katie, can you tell me another? Hearing. Hunter. Touch. Seth, sit, please. Noah. Smelling. And there's one more. Hannah. Seeing. Looking. So you use your sight. Turn your bodies and face the board. I'm going to read this poem to you first, and then we're all going to read it together. Okay, I'm going to read it first, so read it in your heads. Think it when I'm reading, okay? And then we can all read together. What? Everyone should be on their bottoms, AJ. So everyone can see. This poem is called My 5 Senses. My eyes can see the big bright sun. My nose can smell hot cinnamon buns. My ears can hear the big loud drum. My tongue can taste good things. Yum, yum. My hands can feel the sand. What fun. I like my senses, every one.
Where?
Let's all read it together, starting at the top.
My
5 senses. My eyes can see the big bright sun. My nose can smell hot cinnamon buns. My ears can hear the big loud drum. My tongue can taste good things. Yum, yum. My hands can feel the sand. What fun. I like my senses, every one. Did anyone notice in this poem, were there any words that rhymed? Quentin, what words rhymed in this? My rhymes with what? It just shows my every time, so the sentence starts with my, right? Are there any words at the end of the sentence that might rhyme, Claire? Yum. What does yum rhyme with? Yum, fun. What else does yum rhyme with? Drum. So we have drum and yum rhyme together. What other 2 words maybe in the first sentence rhyme? Hannah?
Sun and buns.
Sun and buns. Okay, so everyone face me. You have to listen very carefully.
This is Magic C button right here.
Okay. You should not be touching it. Move over here where you're supposed to be.
You should ask what cat is
It's okay, he's cool as long as he doesn't play with them. Okay. Everyone needs to be listening right now. Are we listening? AJ, sit. So, we are going to be going around each table. There's 5 different tables. How many are there?
5.
How many senses do you have?
5.
So what do you think you're going to be doing at each table? Do you think it's going to be a different sense for each table?
Yes.
Yes, you are right. That's what we're going to be doing. So, we will be going, when I say, you are going to go back to your seats where you are. Not now, not now. Still listening to directions. Sit, Noah, please. You're going to be going back to your seats. When you get to each table, you will see there's on these orange cards, this is table number 1, this is table number 2, number 3, 4, and 5. You are going to go in order. Sit, 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 sit. Everyone, Quentin, sit, please. Sit, face me. I will do it. Shh, just be quiet. So, we are going to, when you get to your table, there's going to be different objects in the middle. Remember how earlier we talked about what the word trade means?
Yes.
What does that mean, Mackenzie? So, if there are 5 friends at one table and only 4 objects, are you going to be grabbing them out of people's hands?
No.
No. You're not. That is very mean. You can trade with them. So if Noah is over here and say he's over here and he is trying to make sounds with these coins, Seth, are you going to grab that from him? You're going to wait till what? Until he's done, and then you're going to take a turn, okay?
Then I pass it to the other.
Yes, so everyone at your table, you are to share the objects. Do not ruin them. Well, you can the only thing you can eat is when you're at this table. And if you don't want to eat some of it, that's okay. You can just talk to your partners and they can tell you. So sit, back up, sit down. I know you guys are so excited, but you have to listen to directions or else we're not going to be able to do this. Okay? So we have, when you get to the table, you are all going to get one of these pages for each thing. Do you see how this says taste? So what table is this going to be? Tasting one, right? So you see there's candy. Is there candy on the table? Yes, and then you're going to be tasting these when I'm going to pour those in there, okay? So after you taste each one of them, there's going to be 4 words on the table. I want you to tell me which object you tasted was salty. And whatever object that you thought was salty, you are going to write salty right here. Okay? And we're going to go over these words. We're going to read them together so everyone's familiar. What is this? Salty. Sugary. So if something's sugary, what is it going to taste? Is it going to be sour or is it going to be sweet? Sweet like sugar.
Yeah, like sugar rush.
Sour. And then sweet. So that's going to be for that table. This one, if you're listening, what body part are you using?
You're hearing.
Listening?
Yeah.
Sound. What? No. If you're listening, what body part are you going to use? Your ear. So at this table, you are going to use your ears. There's a bag of coins. You're going to shake them up. Do not take anything out of a bag if it's in a bag. Just shake them. That's all I want. There's chips here. Is this a tasting table? No. So if you want to make a sound with these, you're going to crush them up, but don't take them out of the bag and don't eat them.
Yeah, that's called stealing.
It is. So for this, we have the word
Crunch.
And the word jingle. And the word rip. And then the word ring. So those are those. Quentin, please sit down. For this back table, it's going to be touching. What do you don't need to say anything. Just look at me right now. What are you going to use to touch?
Your hand.
Your hands only, right?
Yeah.
When we touch things, we want to just use our hands. So there's going to be something that's bumpy. There's going to be something that's cold. There's going to be something that's soft. And there's going to be something that's slimy. And none of this is going to hurt you guys, so don't be afraid. The next table over there at Elmer's table, you are going to just be using, you're going to look at the object. So what are you going to use? Your eyes. You're just going to use your eyes. You can pick up the objects if you have to look at them closer, but don't put them in your mouth. You're just using your eyes, and you can look at the chart. There's a picture of eyes on there. Something's going to be glittery. You know what that means? Sparkly, glittery. Something is going to be green. Something is going to be bright. and something's going to be shiny. Nope. And then the last table over here, you are going to smell. What are you going to use to smell? Your nose. You are going to be very careful over here. And you are going to find, okay, back leg. No, sit. Go back to the carpet. Go back to the carpet. This is what happens when you guys get way too excited. I didn't ask you to smell it right now. So you are going to use your nose. You're going to use your nose over here. Something is going to smell fresh. Something is going to smell sweet. Something is going to smell flowery. And something is going to smell piney. Where does pine come from? Like a pine tree? Have you ever smelled a pine tree?
Yeah, I have them at my house.
Okay, well you get to smell it today. Okay, I need everyone to go back quietly to your table. Quietly to your seat. Don't touch anything on the table. If you guys, you need to be at a 0 right now until I give directions. Emily, please don't touch anything. If you guys, if you get too loud, if you guys are working in a group, I think it's okay to use our whisper voices because we're going to be talking, Claire. No. We are going to be talking with our friends. So can I hear you guys talk in a whisper at a 1?
No.
Talk in a whisper right now. So do you hear how that sounds? That's how I want it to sound this whole time. I know you're going to get excited, but just whisper the entire time. If we get too loud, I'm going to turn the lights off and you're going to sit where you are and put your head down. Okay? You're going to sit where you are. So I would love it if you guys would be awesome and be whispering so we can get through all this and have so much fun. Now I'm going to pass these out, and I want Elmer, David, Derek to start at that table, the blue table, please.
Blue table.
Or that's blue table up here.
What do we do?
Just wait until I start.
Andy.
Yep. Do you see how everyone's first page starts on taste? Look at the chart on your table and flip yours to match that. I can tell you to start yet. I did not tell you to start yet. Right there.
I'm not this table.
Okay. I know she's not. That's okay. Okay, you guys are going to have 5 to 6 minutes at each. You're over here. You, Elmer, Derek, you're over here. Nope, you are flipped to the page that looks like the one at your table. You have the smell, so you find the page that looks just like that. Let me see what.
You don't have a page. You only have one page. Smell.
Oh, it's okay. You guys are all going to share. Not everyone is going to have an object. Look. It's right here. Yes, you guys will all need a pencil to write. So grab a pencil before we start.